Never heard Steve Blake really talk. Probably talk like this, homie. Hey, what's up, dog?
Fuck you, man.
Like, homie,
On the side of his mouth.
bro, what up, dog?
Crazy.
White men that sound black. That's one of my favorite things.
What's up? Welcome to Outta Pocket, the weekly NBA review show where we discuss any and all things NBA. I'm LaJethro Jenkins.
Josiah Johnson Sr.
I'm Zach Schwartz.
We'll discuss, the best white guys in Lakers history.
The
you
best.
Know what I mean?
The top three at least.
Top three at least.
Stop teasing shit. You know what we got to talk about.
Injuries first. We talk about injuries, NBA injuries, and then also we got to talk about the wildest shit we've seen in a long time in the NBA.
Is it though? I'm being honest.
Kyrie Irving, bro. Is he the kookiest player that's ever put on an NBA jersey?
I got to ask you guys. I got to ask you guys a question.
Cookie.
Is this really unexpected from a human being that we've seen say some of the most outlandish, absurd shit in the history of humanity?
I think this is another level. I think he's graduating every year to another level of kooky. That's how it feels.
Do you think Adam Silver sits at home and he gets the text like Kyrie said some shit? He just sees the first three letters and he slaps his phone down. He's like, this fucking week,
bro.
Every time, that guy's lost so much money. Think about losing $20 million. 15 at least. He's probably lost $15 million.
He's the voice of the people, Zach. He doesn't care.
Insanity.
Money has no value, Zach. It's just
you're the voice of the people.
It's just an earthly possession.
Oh my.
He knows the Oxford Dictionary. He just says the randomest shit. You know what I'm saying? In response to bro.
That's a great Caucasian dictionary, though. I will say that.
Bro.
Yeah.
That was actually a good promo, Kyrie. The Oxford Dictionary is solid.
But it never makes any sense.
No.
And this stuff right here is harmful. He's spreading harmful. And the thing it was, actually, no. The anti-vax shit, in that situation was harmful. The crazy 100%. Stuff he was doing prior was just Kyrie's ridiculous. Now it's become harmful over the last couple of years.
Kyrie talks you know how you have that friend that writes an essay and it's very clear they just wrote the essay and then opened a thesaurus and looked for the biggest word to replace each word.
Right.
That's how Kyrie talks.
Somebody does.
But it never actually makes sense.
No, none of it makes sense.
You know what I mean?
I was that guy.
Why is this in here?
Right. He just wanted to say indubitably. Yeah. That's all, bro. You could tell. You know what I'm saying?
I was that guy.
You did that? I did that.
I'm
That's why I'm calling it out.
I couldn't even pronounce I couldn't pronounce thesaurus correctly until I was about 26 years old.
I fucked with it, but yeah, dog. It's just at this point, man. There was a question we talked about this. I think this was off camera. We said is this the most annoying franchise period? You know what I'm saying? Ever.
I think Prokhorov, whatever, who sold it to Josiah, sold him a lemon. Here you go.
Yeah, he did.
And Josiah probably has a word in his head that he wants to yell at Kyrie right now. He can't do it because that's just going to add fuel to the fire.
He might have earned it. I'm sorry.
But goddamn, to quote the great Luka Doncic, goddamn,
bro.
Do you think Kyrie plays another game in the NBA? Not for the Nets, just in the NBA in general. Oh, well, if you can answer both. Will he play for the Nets again? Will he play in the NBA?
I feel like Kyrie's going to build a big ship, try to sail it back to Africa, get stuck about halfway, and we will never see him again.
Man, on some real shit, I was talking to homies. I'm he's about to YouTube himself out of the league. You know what I mean?
He finally has.
He's this is barbershop talk, barbershop bachelors in front of everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dog, if you ain't got a barber
if you've never got a haircut in the hood, you might not know.
You might not know.
Conversations like this aren't that far-fetched. You just have to sit there sometimes because you don't want to get your hair fucked up.
Right.
It's a real thing. You have to sit there.
It doesn't even.
Chuck nodded his head. He know,
but
bro.
Also, it's not even outside. It's outside of barbershops there. Because the person that used to cut my hair, God bless them, they would say insane shit. You just sort of sit there and just wait it out.
Wait, black barbershop or Caucasian barbershop?
Is it Caucasian?
Wait, so they all crazy?
They're all crazy.
Some.
What is it about?
The new person that cuts my hair is amazing.
What is it about barbers that really makes them just say the most outlandish? Whether not being able to pronounce NBA names correctly, outlandish conspiracy theories, always the janky smelling incense, not the fresh.
What's wild is I've been preparing myself for my barber to be yo, he's making some points. You know what I'm saying? I've been preparing myself so I could be yo, my G, this is why. This is, you know what I'm saying?
Post-cut. Post-cut.
He's just telling the truth. Shut the, stop it.
But you have to sit there for the whole cut.
Right, and
you can't say it. You're just festering inside, shut up.
Bro, stop it. Right.
You're going to fuck my shit up if I don't.
I think at the end of the day, he's kind of a child. I mean, plain is simple. He clearly has a difficult time differentiating from propaganda, fake things, and real things. I don't think he was ever joking about the earth being flat to him. Like, that's very clear. Like, he truly thought that. I think at the end of the day,
he lied and said it was just like,
I was just kidding.
I want you to think.
No.
I just want you to, you know what I'm saying, think outside the box.
It's that friend that says the insane thing, and then you're like, what? And
Reels
like,
it
I was
in
just kidding. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
No, you weren't. So I just think he's too stubborn and he's childish, and I think that's what's going to do him in. And it sucks. He was very fun to watch, and I don't want the Lakers to trade for him.
Bro, fun to watch, but at this point, it's like, fuck it. It's not. He's not worth it.
No,
he's just not worth it, G.
100%.
At all.
Kyrie and Kanye drop a mixtape.
I fucking will not listen to that. I'll fill my ears with cement before I listen to that.
You went pretty far with Kanye, though.
I know.
And you was trying to drag me along, and I'm like, bro, I'm not going.
I just needed to know.
Bad.
John. Well, listen, the production, I swear to God. You know,
You're right. You earned all of this.
Right.
I just want to say.
I deserve all of this.
Just want to say one thing.
I should have gotten off when you did.
It's similar to Pablo. I promise, John.
Should have gotten off.
Don't let Kyrie and Kanye be reflective of all black people, guys. We are not a monolith. We do not share their opinions or views. The same way that when people of any race, creed, gender, whatever, say some ridiculously outlandish, crazy shit, we don't point and all to say, oh, everybody in that particular racial group feels that way. Black people are not rocking with what Kyrie is saying.
Dude, we are not fucking with it at all, G.
That's why everybody's like, how come everybody hasn't been more vocal, whatever? Because the shit is so outlandish. It's like, I don't even have words to fucking waste on. Like, get the mic out of his face, get the camera out of his face. The man is cooked.
And honestly, like, we'd already said fuck him like a long time ago.
We were not.
You know what I'm saying? It was
like,
already.
What were you expect? Like,
There's
rational?
Not a 3-week stretch where we had like for Kyrie or Kanye. You mean?
I mean,
Kyrie. There was a 3-week stretch where we're like, hey, if you want to come to the Los Angeles Lakers, you know, like we can forget.
Zach, it was the summertime.
Now we're done.
It's the summertime. We were getting packed up by Warriors fans. We were delusional.
We were desperate.
We were desperate.
We're sorry.
We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know which way was up.
Have you seen Steph Curry play basketball?
Okay. It was a daily pack up. We had scrawny, squiggly looking Caucasians telling us, apologize, dog. It was just, and there's nothing, you couldn't fight back. You just had to accept that L. And we thought Kyrie was a beacon of light in that particular instance. Turned out that light was janky.
On the note of scrawny Caucasians, Steve Nash got fired this week.
Right. And they're trying to replace him with Ime.
Did he get fired?
Steve Nash at the crib like, shit, not my problem no more, dog.
I beat up, smoking, just enjoying his night. I hope he is.
My initial thought was congratulations. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker always win even when he loses. When he was at the Lakers and he was struggling to hurt, he still was collecting the bag. He got a bag coming his way, and he ain't got to deal with the headache that is the fucking Nets, bro.
Who amongst us would not love to come into work, literally, and just be like, I'm going to pay y'all for the rest of the year. You only had to show up for 6 days, dog. I'm like, no, I'll see y'all later. Right. Send the check to the crib.
Feel me?
He had the quote, and I knew he was done. When the quote was, Steve, what do you think of Kyrie sharing this video? And he was like, well, or they were like, hey, does this affect the team? And he was basically like, well, no. I mean, if you look at how the last few years have gone, I don't think this really registers on the scale anymore. And it was like, oh, you were down bad. If that's where you're at with this team. So I knew he was out.
The Ime replacement, how do you feel about that?
Does he have a job yet?
I mean, that's what everybody's saying. That's what
That's what they were saying before all this outlandish Kyrie shit.
Can they hire Ime at this point? Like, first of all, already it just seemed ridiculous. Like, you know, the dude has like, what is it? Like a sexual misconduct, you know what I'm saying? Case pending right now. You have all this bullshit happen during the offseason, you know what I'm saying? In season, last year was a clusterfuck too. And then you had this problem as well. It seemed ridiculous. He's a great coach. You know what I'm saying? But based upon what we know, dog, we don't know much about the situation, but what for me, because it hasn't leaked, it makes it like even more daunting to me. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know how we went from Ime may never coach again in the NBA to literally 6 games into this said NBA season that he was not supposed to be coaching in, that he literally has a job on. Like, it's like Marcus Smart said, y'all told us that he was done for the year, and obviously we haven't seen any more reports. We kind of heard rumor and conjecture, whatever. But how does this man now go to the Nets being like, well, fuck, it can't get any worse. We already got Kyrie on this motherfucker, KD, like.
I thought it was surprising when the Nets were like, we did our own investigation. We've looked into it, right? That was one of the things they said.
That's what
We've looked into it. And it's like, well, there are other people in NBA circles that have looked into it also and have said this is really bad. And so I'm just sort of missing, something's missing here.
Matt Barnes
came
out and apologized and said, bro, I cannot get behind that shit. That is, whatever you think it is 10 times worse. Matt Barnes, a wild boy. So Matt Barnes that drove miles to whoop.
It was like 85.
85 miles.
No traffic at the time.
85 miles
Early
to
day.
whoop
Early day.
new boyfriend. All right,
Early day. Matt was giving information by his child. Got it. Matt's my former college teammate, so I'm my cape for him.
No. I respect Matt Barnes.
But he taught me, because you
but
know
he's a wild boy.
This motherfucker see what's cracking.
Hey, I'm gonna be. I want no problems. I'm right there, man. Bro, Matt, we already know what's. No, sir. But I'm saying, even he said, "Yo, this ain't it."
And that's my.
I'm choosing to believe Matt Barnes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That makes sense to me.
How did the Nets not figure it out?
Matt, if you see this, we love you.
Facts.
If you pull up on us, bring some tree.
Please.
Was what I was saying disrespectful?
No.
Not at all. But the point was that Matt even was like, and salute to Matt, because a lot of people, especially in this industry, will say some stupid
and not
out of pocket shit.
Right.
And not own up to it. Matt
walk it back.
Next day owned up. Yo,
fuck.
But the way Matt made it sound, I think that we all watched that video was like, Ime may never coach again. And again, I'm trying to figure out how 6 games into the season, Josiah and the Nets were like, Ime, come on
down.
Come on, get some cheesecake at Juniors.
Who do you blame for this whole mess within the Nets organization? Because we all thought, I certainly thought, when this team got assembled originally with Harden, this team's winning a title. And here we are, they've not made a conference finals. It seems like KD is probably going to get traded out of this team, and they're going to just blow the whole thing up.
What makes you think KD is going to get traded? What makes you think that?
I just think he wanted out. We knew he wanted out. They were like, hey, come on, we can fix this.
I thought Steve Nash was the thing that he was really tripping off of, and Steve Nash got the boot.
There's still one more man left.
The GM.
Sean Marks is still there.
I
mean, honestly, probably got to blame Jay-Z for moving the team to Brooklyn. This shit doesn't happen in Jersey. Anybody who's been out that way, they have much bigger shit to worry about.
Really?
Gentrified Brooklyn for this, baby.
Y'all gentrified Brooklyn for this.
Was it worth it? Dog, man, it's crazy. But I think it's Josiah, bro. He's running the fucking show.
What I do?
Yeah, we always talk about
Every time I hear Josiah's name, I'll be like, damn, why they talking about me? Okay. I don't own the Nets.
So there were 3 coaches they're talking about were replaced. If Ime's not one of them, they were saying Quinn Snyder and Mark Jackson as well.
I don't think I would love to see Mark Jackson in that locker room. The idea of Mark Jackson just yelling at Kyrie or trying
Bible verses,
to fix Kyrie,
praying for him.
I'm trying to pray for KD,
lay hands on him, trying to
trying to get the evil out
exercise those demons.
Kyrie,
the name of God.
I'm trying to think. Don't be a menace.
The Bible,
hitting him with the Bible,
holy water onto Kyrie.
Dog, man, I have no.
Kyrie and Mark Jackson just in just talking to each other.
Oh, it would be, I would pay to watch that.
That's pay-per-view.
That is pay-per-view.
Nah, man.
I don't know who takes the job. I don't think Quinn Snyder probably wants that job. I think what's coming is a rebuild. I don't think you want to get on board for losing 70 games next year or however many this year. I just don't see this team sticking together, and I think they should trade KD, free KD.
I don't know if it's a rebuild or not, but I think it's the second worst job. I actually know, because the Lakers have won 2 games. They're looking better. Things are turning around. And at this point with the Kyrie situation, I think it's the worst job in the fucking NBA.
Oh yeah.
Who wants this mess and this debacle? You're set up to lose. You know what I mean?
But they got money. So who need a job is the real. Whose pockets aren't as inflated as they thought? Quinn Snyder, did you make good investments?
I don't. You look like he got it. That's a gambling problem face if I've ever seen one.
What's that?
Quinn Snyder, bro.
That's like Patrick Bateman,
bro.
Yeah,
he go crazy at the craps table. You know what I mean?
Dude,
sweating bullets.
I don't know who tweeted this, but someone
swinging his hair.
Someone tweeted this saying,
"I'm all in." I can see. That's an all-in face for sure, G.
Someone tweeted saying that KD left the Warriors. He left Steph Curry and opted to deal with this. How do you think KD feels now?
He didn't. I mean,
he chose.
I don't think anybody saw all this coming, bro.
You saw KD's face on that IG Live.
You get those weird texts from Kyrie, and you know he is that guy. Listen, Kyrie's the one that will send you some weird link where you're like, I'm not clicking on that. I'm not giving my phone chlamydia. Thankfully.
Thankfully, right.
Go on, Joe. My bad. I want to hear what Joe's doing.
Phone chlamydia.
How do we even talk about basketball?
How do we go to the Warriors not playing good basketball after talking about this?
We're talking about the Warriors not playing good basketball?
Let's call it ISO. Let Joe clear out.
Right.
Go ahead, Joe.
Warriors fans, what you're experiencing now is called basketball karma. You're extremely disrespectful. Took it past the point of just basketball conjecture, joking, playing the dozens, if we will. Made a lot of personal inflammatory remarks, clowning the Lakers when they started 0-5. Proceeded to have the highest salary cap in NBA history and have been holding more L's than I don't know what. Fill in the blank.
It's been rough, man. They just lost to the Magic. Steph had 39.
And they lost.
He was going crazy, and they still got cooked.
Tricked to the fourth quarter
pulled
lead.
the bag. Not looking good so far.
Yeah,
I
he'll
love
be fine,
Jordan.
but
I love Jordan. I think he'll figure it out, but it's not looking good so far. You know what I mean? The defense is fucking horrible. 130 points to the Magic.
A colleague of ours, James, is a huge Warriors fan. I was very incorrect about Jordan Poole, and I've admitted that to you. But nothing would be funnier to me than Jordan Poole getting paid and just being like, yeah, fuck it, I'm done, and it just not going well.
Would y'all do that though? You give me $140 million.
I'm going to
with guaranteed money. I'm
going to Randy's.
Good
every
luck
morning.
trying to get me to do anything else. You feel me?
100%.
You give me a $1.4 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of money.
I'm invested. I can figure it out with that, man. I don't need to show up no more.
Draymond punches me. I'm
getting punched. I'm getting punched in the face at work. G, the fuck you mean,
no
bro?
shot.
Nobody helping me up.
Right.
No teammates in the vicinity. Just a turn stare. Not even the fake lean from Kuminga.
Stare.
Damn. But, I mean, we really think about it, man. Steph Curry's been with the Warriors, 14 seasons, spent his entire career in the Bay.
14? Jesus Christ.
He's getting up there. I think, honestly, for Steph, probably just time for a change of scenery. You know?
I knew. I fucking was
There's a team.
I was like, lean for us.
Right.
There's a team.
It's time.
Say it.
There's a team that we know that would benefit from that shooting. Yes, they have Caucasian sharpshooters, but they need a light-skinned one. That is the Los Angeles Lakers of Los Angeles, Steph. It's time. We were joking last year. Get down or lay down. You're coming either willingly or by force.
We gonna get you, Bubba. We gonna get you, Bubbas.
Come on down. You're the next contestant.
No to Darvin Ham.
Right.
We got Darvin Ham with the shit on his head. That's an OG stripe, though.
Hey, bro, yeah. You see a motherfucker with that shit on their head, you know they mean business, dog. Never play with that one.
There's a story
Never play with
behind
that one.
that shit.
Oh, you feel me? They earned that one. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But the Lakers got their first 2 wins. 2 wins in a row.
Do you know what we call that?
What we call that?
A winning streak.
Yes, sir.
Chuck, what was that? Was it true?
No, it's not.
This motherfucker.
Be out here lying.
Hey, wait.
Go ahead.
You guys believe him?
No. I was like, I believe Chuck does his research. I didn't necessarily know. He said I thought he was gonna prove it to
For
him.
background, when we were doing the rundown for the show, Chuck was like, "This is the first 2-game winning streak the Lakers have had
in 2 years."
With these guys are kind of like,
I was like, really? I knew they had been bad, though.
Right.
All right. Yeah, he got ball sacked.
No, I got ball sack. Y'all don't believe me.
No we watch.
You missed
no
that shit,
watch.
Chuck.
No we watch.
Things are
Can't be ball sacky.
He got it in.
Can't be ball sacky.
How do we feel about the Lakers, though? Are you back on the train? You feel me? Like you back tapped in?
I think we need to be the premier show pushing for the Russell Westbrook 6th Man of the Year agenda. That is our corner to take.
We were on this very set last week, I believe.
It's a new week, though.
I don't remember.
No, you gentlemen took advantage of me. You took advantage. You had me saying that there was L's coming. I believe the whole time, Russ. I believe the whole time, LeBron. Matt Ryan, I thought you were the quarterback for about a good 4 weeks. I said, damn,
low-key,
football wasn't working out.
Low-key.
But shout out to Matt Ryan, man, working DoorDash.
Gun.
So the DoorDash thing everybody knows, but I read an article that said his day job was like working at a cemetery.
What?
So he was literally, I don't think he was digging graves, but he definitely digged the Pelicans, a nice one.
Yeah.
Ooh, zing.
Now, I like that win. I love it.
Fuck you, Warriors fans.
What is that have to do?
Sorry, nothing.
Nothing, but you gotta tap in.
Hilo packed me up. I'm still hurt by it.
I will admit, I was watching that Lakers game last night. I watched them blow the lead. I watched them go down and the Pelicans take the lead. Lakers missed that final play where no one wanted to shoot it. It rotates around to Lonnie Walker in the corner. They make him shoot it.
Bro, I remember you texting me. They made Lonnie Walker shoot the game.
Lonnie's been great, but
then you turned the game off.
I did turn the game off. And then I refreshed my phone 25 minutes later. It wasn't even that recent.
Right.
And it's overtime win. And I was like, fuck.
Zach, you betrayed us.
Yeah, I know.
I was ready to.
Fair weather.
I was ready to, but I'm so lazy, and my TV's fucked up, so I have to literally walk up to the TV to turn the channel. Like the back of the remote's all janky.
I don't have Spectrum.
So I just kept it on Spectrum.
Yeah.
And then I saw Matt Ryan come through. Caucasian
awesome.
Jesus.
Caucasian Jesus. We got
our new favorite Caucasian, Matt Ryan.
Well, he replaced
No, Caruso ascended.
Caruso for you?
Caruso ascended.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Caruso ascended.
Okay, you're right.
That's, ladies and gentlemen, is called a tease. We're gonna talk about this
Lakers.
later in the show.
I want to know how y'all feel about Miles Turner though, because that's some wild boy shit to me.
To be like, hey, I'd like to play for your team.
Bro,
Right.
he was talking about himself as if he wasn't himself, selling himself to the Lakers like he has to have to go to practice the next day. With him knowing like he's
in
begging
Indianapolis.
You know, I feel
Your
about
favorite city.
Ah, don't.
Nigga, please. No, sir.
I get it.
I get it, bro.
They got an ocean air.
I will never forget when I asked the lady, where can I go get some food? And she said there's a Subway around the corner. I said, motherfucker.
Steak and
It's my
shake.
first time in the city. I'm telling you this shit. And you sending me to Subway? I want some food from Indianapolis. Y'all talk about this motherfucking pork sandwich.
I knew.
And yo sending my ass to Subway.
They got a pork sandwich?
They have a fire-ass pork sandwich.
For those that do not know,
fried pork sandwich.
when we were working at a former company, you made a video that was very funny saying, Adam Silver, why the fuck is the All-Star game in Indianapolis?
Yeah,
To
like
summarize
why
part
would
of
you
it.
sit? Yeah.
And Pat McAfee saw the video.
Oh, you got packed up by McAfee?
No, all he did was tweet and said he was so kind, but he did it on purpose. Like
Yeah.
he was just like some
Midwestern
like
kindness.
Let's Indianapolis. Let's show him. You know what I'm saying? I hope you come to Indianapolis and we'll show you a good time.
Yeah.
Pat.
Also on
I had nothing to do with this, Pat. If you still have a bag for me.
I don't care. I'm not sure. Yeah, it ain't no beef.
I'm just kidding. I didn't realize that Pat McAfee started that whole.
Yeah.
He retweeted
He was the
it.
reason it got. And then
I'm gonna hit Pat up and
It
tell
was
him that
on Fox
bad form,
News,
Patrick.
bro.
Oh, we were
They're
sitting.
asking white people about my black ass on Fox
It was
News
on Fox
in
News?
Indiana.
Yeah, you made it,
Yes,
dog. You made it.
they was hot, bro.
Man, what do you
That's
think
ready
about LaJethro Jenkins?
Right.
I just don't know what his problem is. We're sitting.
What's wrong with Indianapolis? I've been there twice. The best thing I saw in Indianapolis was leaving
Poured out?
in my rear view. That was my favorite sight.
They still got the White Castle by the arena because that was my favorite.
Oh, I haven't been. I still
Delicious
haven't, but
treats.
I remember
Harold and
sitting
Kumar.
refreshing the notifications on the Yahoo NBA.
That shit was
just
like
seeing all the hate speak come flying.
Oh,
in
bro.
these
Damn, I didn't realize that
fucking
McAfee
people.
was the whole cause of blame of that.
Yeah,
Pat, we're
bro.
gonna have to have a chat, bro.
But let's talk about the Clippers. You know what I mean? The other NBA team. That they're on the other side. They were supposed to be the dominant team. They're on the losing streak. Is it 5 in a row or is it 4? Is it
Chuck,
Chuck talk to
We're
us.
on a winning streak for you.
Was it
One?
one in a row?
No, we won 2 in a row. We beat the Rockets twice.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't
Right.
count.
And that's a Rockets fan speaking. Sean is a Rockets fan.
What you
Bro,
always beat you guys.
that's a gimme.
I just said
Regardless.
streak.
For the Lakers, Chuck.
Bro.
Chuck, you eat Milky Ways.
So what are you okay, now, y'all say y'all 4-4? Y'all were chip hunting prior.
Chuck, you
know what I'm saying?
ordered a Milky Way at the liquor store. You had all those delicious candies to choose from.
Ashy ass candy.
Ashy candy.
Fuck
No
you mean?
moisturization.
I feel for Kawhi, and I think it's going to be sort of a bit. I mean, we were
It's
talking about that
weird
game.
that-
We were talking the very first game. Just there was like a lack of lift. He didn't look. He still was hitting his shots, and he still was pretty impressive. But he looked. He looked like
a little
that
more
robot, but
robotic
he needed
than normal.
A little WD-40 in the fucking.
Why ain't that boy's pick a swinging?
But
What?
I don't know. Life is a great movie. If you see the memes, you know I use a lot of life references. Kawhi got to get rid of them braids, though. I think.
Is that where we're going?
It's 2022.
No, I like them. Straight back braids are cool. Like they're timeless.
I just don't know what he's thinking. Okay, I'm just saying, dudes with braids and this, like, what's going on in his head? We'll never know.
Who do y'all think will play more games? Kawhi? I mean, and what's weird is the Clippers are keeping Kawhi out. It's not Kawhi,
And he's sad
game
about
managing
that.
himself. He's sad about that. He wants to play. But who will win more games, Kawhi or AD?
who will play more?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I play more
I
games.
think AD. I think AD. But you asked me why would the Clippers hold him out? He's disappointed. It's like, well, the Clippers have what 3 more years? Is that what the contract is? 3 more years with Kawhi, and so they either need to make sure that he can get through this year if they hope to win a title.
Yeah.
and at least get him through this year healthy so that they could say after they win a title or whatever, like, hey, he's still an asset. We can trade him. Because if he gets hurt this year, the bottom sort of falls out as far as his trade value goes. But
how much money you have to pay? I mean, when they paid him that money, like he was one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him play all last year. No. You know what I'm saying? He's not been playing so far this year. We don't know what's going to come back. He's what, 31, 32? Like, for them to win, they need him to be the Kawhi that we've always seen. You know what I mean? And I don't know if he's it's going to be kind of hard to get there after the injury he had for how long he's been out. And they're not letting him get the reps to get back there. So I don't know,
but guess what? That check's still coming.
That check's still coming, baby. Good for him. Good for him.
Break bread, Balmer.
Good for him. Good for him.
We went to Staples Center to ask fans the same question. Who will play more games, Kawhi or AD? Who plays more games, AD or Kawhi? Who's playing more games, AD or Kawhi?
I think it's a balance. It's equal. They both don't play that many games, but I would probably say AD plays more games.
AD or Kawhi?
AD, which is sad to say.
Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Oh shit, they're both terrible. They both hurt all the time.
You got to pick one.
I'm gonna go with Anthony Davis.
Kawhi or Anthony Davis?
They both hurt all the time. I'm gonna say Anthony Davis.
Who's playing more games this year, Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Kawhi.
It's Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Kawhi.
Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Kawhi.
Who's playing more games this year, Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Kawhi's missed a few. AD's missed one. I'm gonna go AD.
Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Ooh, you got me there. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go Anthony Davis. Oh man, I'm gonna have to say Kawhi.
Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Damn. Maybe Kawhi.
Who's playing more games, Anthony Davis or Kawhi?
Anthony Davis.
So we asked because Kawhi and AD were guys that you could count on, and we want to know like who really is him. What player would you build your franchise around today?
I'm wondering, do you think AD and Kawhi are guys that you would build a franchise around?
Back in the day, I'd build a franchise around AD 5 years ago if I didn't know what would happen.
Jesus,
he's
not even close to the player he was in New Orleans. It's crazy, but anyway,
it's sad.
So who do you think? Who is the dude that you would choose right now to build a franchise around?
Before I get my pick, I just want to say it's an interesting time in the NBA. You got Nikola Jokic, back-to-back MVP, right? Should be like the gold standard
of NBA player. Should be the easy answer.
But that's not my pick. My pick is Giannis. I'm not even going to try to butcher his last name, Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
It could be Steph, too, but Steph's on the older side. But when I think about building a franchise around, for me, it's longevity. Who's going to take me for the next 5 to 7 years? Obviously, the Warriors getting packed up by the Magic now in embarrassing fashion. It's hard to put Steph in that category. But I don't think you can go wrong with Steph or Giannis, just depending on what your other needs is. Obviously, if it's Giannis, you need to build around with some shooters, some other guys. If it's Steph, you need to get him some defensive guys and let him just cook. But my dark horse is a man known as Sudanese Jesus.
Jesus.
The great Bo, fulfilling the prophecy, mind you. Some of you guys
he couldn't help himself.
Some of you guys said Bo was not that him.
Couldn't help himself.
Some of y'all said Bo was not him. I knew very early on, age 16. The Gucci slide.
Oh,
the Prada bag.
Oh,
the man purse. This man was ahead of his time, my dude. 16 years old.
You want to say nigga? Just say it, man.
I said I was gonna say dudes because I was looking at you and Zach.
Bro, you
Kyrie's got me shook.
You off, man.
Anything.
Come on, man. You eating it?
No more racially inflammatory language. I can't say nigga anymore. I can't do it.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha. All right. Anyway.
But Bo, may not be him, but just somebody we need to talk about more on this show. He's heaven sent.
If he gets played more, then maybe we'll talk more.
He literally just beat the Warriors.
Still no.
He single-handedly beat the Warriors tonight.
What was his line tonight?
4
for that Warriors
points,
game?
two game-winning blocks.
Did he actually have 2 game-winning blocks?
They helped win the game, Zach. They were blocks in the game that was won. They were game-winning blocks.
Gucci loafers.
Wait, what was the line?
19 minutes, 4 points.
4 beautiful points.
6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks.
4 of the most beautiful
He doesn't
points
need
you've
to
ever
show
seen.
up on the stat sheet for Bo to be impactful. Look at the internet now. His name is trendy every single day. God is good.
Okay.
We're in a Bo world.
So mine's Giannis, dude. Like, I don't know who. Why would you build around anybody else other than him? Have you seen the numbers he's been fucking putting up? Filling up the stat sheet. They have not lost a game. Fucking Middleton's hurt. the second best player, and they're still
Wait, they're
dubbing people
undefeated
about
still?
fucking.
The Bucks haven't lost?
No, the Bucks have not lost.
Really?
They've won every game.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't be watching Bucks games like that. I saw y'all beat the Hawks, but
Bro,
LeBron
without Middleton's been hurt, like he just goes crazy every night. I think like there was a 4-game stretch where he like had like I can't even don't even remember the stats, but it was just insane. Where even he was surprised when they told him his numbers. He was like, "What? What did I do?"
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He's like, "I'm balling." I don't know how he said.
Do you know why? Do you know why Giannis
butchered that shit? I butchered that.
You know why Giannis is him though? He literally got his brother on the roster. Not even LaMelo could do that.
He got his 2 brothers in the league, and all of them got chips.
Give him a bag too, or else. Give the Nasses a bag, or I'm out.
Right. You want me? You know what I'm saying? I respect it.
Who you got, Zach?
I'm going Luka. And I'm going Luka because he's younger. He's leading the league in scoring, right? He's at 36 points per game right now. Absolutely cooking. I think the hard thing for Luka and the reason he hasn't had the success that he would like to have had is because he's been too good out of the gates. He won too many games for those Mavs teams. He should have been shittier so that they bought him out. He gets another lottery pick alongside him. He just doesn't have the help that he needs. It's sort of like, I've equated this before, but Andrew Luck had a similar issue where Andrew Luck was good carrying a really shitty team, but because of that, they never got the draft support that he should have gotten.
Beat up over him, beat up on him. Over
and like that shit's happening to Luka too. And
so
I'm
by
like,
the end of the year, dog, like he's cooked.
You get to the playoffs and it's like, just stop Luka or slow him down or let him go off because the rest of them aren't going to do shit around him. So I just hope he gets the support he needs and or just comes to the Lakers.
I've said this. I think this year he's MVP.
I prefer the latter.
I do think he'll leave if they can't get. I mean, like everyone's like, no, it's like Dirk. It's like, nah, it's not. Like he'll leave.
But the thing is, like, oh, it's like Dirk. You think Luka's at the crib? Like, damn, I got to be like Dirk, dog. Like, shit, got to stay in fucking Dallas. Can't dip to L.A. where I love turning up.
Yeah. I do.
I don't know. Dirk different, man. He
Dallas does.
I know, but I think
with the
I think what should worry Mavs fans is how much Luka loves LeBron. Like I think there is something in him that he like loves LeBron,
and I
to
think
that degree.
Luka is more like attracted to the lights than Dirk was.
Yeah.
I think Dirk is cool in Dallas he'd been in Dallas for 80 years if he could.
Yeah.
Luka, I think I think he likes the lights a little bit more.
He likes it, and I think,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
And he'd have a ball in LA.
Oh, LA or New York. I think he's going to go to a big market.
Yes.
Definitely with the Lakers. I think we have a very, very strong Slovenian population here in Los Angeles. Not vast, but very strong, dedicated, loyal. Luka would find a home here and welcome open arms. Be at Popeyes, Roscoe's, a lot of other black eateries. Where's that? Where'd you get the oxtails from today?
I got Natural.
Hey,
crazy.
You said it like 6 times.
That was sounded good. There we go, Chuck. I did that shit. I butchered Giannis, but I got that right.
Luka will be getting oxtails. He'll be really get to experience black culture
of
in
Washington.
life.
Crazy.
Crip walking.
The Platanos.
Hey, I like the Platanos.
You feel me? Anyway, so let's talk about the Lakers a little bit. Again, we talk about like that. Matt Ryan had a big shot last night. You know what I mean? They always get high quality Caucasians. You know what I mean?
They do, or they'll fill the roster with
not the highest quality.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they
important.
Yes.
Caruso has ascended to light-skinned, honorary light-skinned status.
I think it's a gift. Like if you're a white NBA player and you end up on the Lakers, like you end up being more famous than you really should have been.
You think
that's how I look at it? Like,
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Slava Medvedenko, if that guy's on any other roster, no one remembers.
Slava Medvedenko was an animal.
Caruso almost was getting
Slava kill.
Caruso like led the league
All-Star. Almost made All-Star off of, you know what I'm saying, like the fan vote.
Caruso got elevated.
Man off the bench, you know what I'm saying?
He got elevated to light-skinned status.
All right, let's pick your top 3 white Lakers.
Ever?
Modern era. Modern era.
They can't be like Jerry West level.
I don't want to hear Jerry West.
Oh, yeah. Jerry West.
No, post 2000.
Can't be like Kurt Rambis.
It can't be like
no.
a cold white dude.
Post
2000s and on.
Post 2000?
It got to be B tier or C tier.
Or lower.
Yeah. The A tier. We already know Jerry West is young.
What about white acting black dudes? Do they make the list?
I need an example.
I can't even think of one, but I just. I feel like DJ and Banga deep down just like no, I'm just kidding.
DJ and Bango.
All right,
no DJ and Banga.
Let's start with the list.
Joe, you want to? We'll let Joe go first.
Okay.
I see the name at the top, and I know who he wants with his first pick.
So this first gentleman is a Caucasian man that's near and dear to my heart. We were close friends during his time with the Lakers. Got to hang out with him. Got to see his star power rise where it should have been. That's Josh McRoberts, a.k.a. McLoberts. He was rocking the high socks, catching lobs. Really, they traded him. It was sad.
Yeah, bunnies.
They trade. I forgot what the trade was. It might have been the Dwight trade or something like that.
Yeah, I think
and he wasn't mentioned at first. So we're like, yes, and texting him like, you survived. Then like a day later, they needed to make salaries match or something, so he got booted out.
Damn.
McLoberts, living legend. Next, I got to give it to college teammate who I didn't even realize played with the Lakers, but we called him Pookie, but Jason Capono.
Why y'all call him Pookie?
Nobody knows.
That's a black-ass nickname.
He had Negro tendencies.
Hey, I'm saying, Pookie?
Jason Capono.
That's like a S-tier nigga. You know what I'm saying? For a white dude to have that nickname.
Had an Escalade on 24s.
Sheesh.
A love of black delicacies. Swag.
He did. He carried himself a particular way.
Bucket getting Caucasian.
Jimmy on him.
I can't say Caruso because obviously he's not white.
I was wondering why.
Mac McClung.
No.
Wait. I'm not putting him on the list. I'm not putting him on the list. I'm saying I can't say Mac McClung's name because he almost his boosty. That's not a Caucasian. With that level of boosty, that's not a Caucasian man.
I feel like Adam Morrison should be in there.
No.
Come on.
Adam Morrison. No.
Morrison's fine because we shamed him in the tournament.
Steve Blake. Steve Blake.
Steve Blake was nasty.
Okay,
bro, I would
Steve
say
Blake is another
solid defense.
He's a tweener.
I guess Maryland, Steve Nash.
Maryland was Steve Blake was crazy, bro. He should give Jason Williams problem.
Steve Blake is a tweener as well. He has Negro tendencies. Y'all seen the fight video at Maryland?
Wait. Hey,
oh, yeah. You never saw it?
No, I don't have the hands. You lied to me.
I think we should just go with his list. I think that'll.
But we have to debate if Steve Blake is actually white. I've seen way too many Negro tendencies. Steve Blake was that dude.
He was.
But like, don't talk to him. You see him on the streets, don't say what up. Never heard Steve Blake really talk. Probably talk like this, homie. I was y'all, dog.
Fuck you, man.
Like, homie,
on the side of his mouth.
Roll one up, dog. Like,
crazy.
White men that sound black. That's one of my favorite things on her.
Matt Ryan obviously has a lot to build on to make that illustrious list and become one of the top 3 greats of all time. We went to downtown LA to ask Lakers fans if they could identify Matt Ryan by a picture. We're here at Staples Center to find out, do Laker fans know who this is? Can you name this Laker?
Ooh. I cannot.
Can you name this Lakers player?
Oh, man. I cannot.
That's Matt Ryan.
Only Matt Ryan I know is he plays for the Colts
now. Yeah. Fair enough. Can you name this Laker?
Maybe Ryan?
That's Matt Ryan. Well done. Can you name this Laker?
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan.
My man. Oh, my God. I didn't think anyone was getting this tonight. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Can you name this Lakers player?
No.
Okay. All right. Can you name this Lakers player?
Matt Ryan. Yeah, that's Zach LaVine.
That's not Zach LaVine. Take the sunglasses off. You might see it. Come on. Help me out. Come on now. Come on.
Oh, Westbrook, right?
Can you name this Laker?
Is he currently on the roster?
He's currently on the team. He looks like someone you would see in 2K.
I would have to say that looks like Matt Ryan.
That is Matt Ryan. Good shit. I didn't think there'd be nearly as many people that have gotten this right. A lot of people have gotten that right. He just looks so generic in this picture.
I mean, he's Matty Ice, man. What can I say?
100%.
And he's going to hit a couple threes tonight.
Yes, sir. Right, so we're down there, and I'm interviewing someone, and as soon as the guy walks away, Chuck goes like, move, and there's a guy sitting behind me just peeing on the side of Crypto Arena, just peeing all over the side of it.
Watch!
Yeah. And the guy turns around, and I'm kind of like laughing. He's in like a Lakers jacket. He turns around, and
was he unhoused or he's a regular
dude going to the game? And Chuck goes, hey man, do you want to answer some questions? And the guy's like, yeah, and he stumbles over, answers the questions, and the whole time I'm interviewing him, I'm like, he's gonna high five me, like he's gonna dap me up at the end, and he for sure did, and I just did it.
You touched
in the video. Wait, in the video,
what was your fucking fin?
In the video,
have some pride, bro.
In the video, you see me go like this, high five, and just like look straight at Chuck, just like, why did you do this?
Chuck,
to me?
did you have hand
sanitizer?
Why
did you open your
I left and washed my hands at the.
Zach, tell the truth. You ate nachos immediately after.
He probably would have laughed.
Oh, nachos!
He got residual dick on the nacho.
No, sir. Hit him with that shit.
What's the little restaurant right there on the corner.
It changes every 2 years.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it does. It does change.
Was it Shaquille's ever? Is that still there?
So that guy would get my vote for the most out-of-pocket person that I've met in person. But who is your just national out-of-pocket person of the week?
Is there anybody else?
Kyrie, right?
Kyrie, it has to be Kyrie. The man talked himself out of the NBA this week. The fuck?
You don't think
Are you kidding me?
He doesn't play again, right?
I can't see it.
No,
I can't see it. I can't see it.
To quote the great Red Hot Chili Peppers, where I go, I just don't know. I might end up somewhere in Mexico. That literally is what I feel about Kyrie right now. Like, and stuff. They put the mics in, and he's like, "I'm not scared of the cameras." And I look all you guys in the eyes. And it's like, okay, but you're saying the most outlandish, absurd shit that I've heard a lot of outlandish shit.
Yeah.
You know what? You're the most out of pocket.
Me?
Why the fuck did you dap that nigga up, man?
With the PP hand?
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you saw him, you knew it was coming, and you still did it.
There were two options that I had.
Zach, did you watch it?
All the foresight.
If I do it, I like
give him the elbow.
Explain the story. If I go and get like caught in one of like these, then that gets clipped, and that's sort of worse.
No,
Zach,
having a man's penis hand touch yours is way worse.
We don't know which hand he was
Zach,
using.
Bro,
did you
knew.
I had a 50-50
you had the foresight,
shot.
and you chose to grab the hand.
The 50-50 shot that I didn't grab the P hand.
Did you watch him
I don't
pee?
know anyone that does a two-handed.
He watched him pee. He saw him.
Some of us pee with two hands, Zach.
Dapped him up twice.
Pre-interview and post-interview? Was it the pre and post?
Bro,
You know how black people say like dap you up twice because they're laughing, so they dap you up once.
Damn, he gave you the AI dap? He gave you the AI double dap?
Betrayed.
bro,
Just
why double nest?
Zach, you got dink palmed?
Yes.
Bro, it's you, bro. You can't blame that. You are the reason.
The whole time you were interviewing, you were like, "Damn, he's gonna hit me with the dick hand."
Whole time, and then I still couldn't do anything about it. That's the worst part of doing the man on the street things. Every time people always want to high five you afterwards, and people always their hands are like wet. I don't know if they get nervous from doing the interview, but it's always
the camera does make people nervous.
I hate it. That's the worst part of doing it.
Can I share something with you guys? You guys did this Pat McAfee talk, and it just reminded me. It was at the convention center, Super Bowl week, Zach, mind you, rolling around frolicking. I've talked to Pat a few times, but never met him in real life.
Yeah.
Pat's exiting the bathroom, and I gave him, but it was Pat. So,
bro,
I gave him.
Nobody
so I can't even clown you. I can't even slander you.
Brian could come out and try to open hand out the bathroom.
No,
bro, nigga, I don't know that nigga. The fuck?
I'm two-handed, bro.
Yeah. You want me to hold it for you, Mr. James?
But Pat McAfee did dick hand me now that I think about it. And he gave me a look like, bro, you sure you want me to dick hand you? And I'm like, I don't want to be rude to Pat first time meeting him, so I did the dick hand dab.
He was rude to you by handing you his hand after grabbing his penis, bro.
Honorable white man.
I don't know. He's from Indiana, dog. I don't know. He don't see only
Chuck
watch his
set
hand.
me up. That's where I'm at with this. Chuck, you set me up.
Chuck, I know you were giggling while I was
Chuck
going
was dying laughing. Chuck had this look on his face like, I saw this whole thing coming. Like, he was so pleased.
But the question is, why are you going to ask the guy post-P to do the interview knowing that you might get dick handed?
I didn't. Chuck did.
No, but you made the decision to allow him to dick hand you.
Chuck is nefarious.
No.
Chuck, Zach, I thought you did it for the story. No. Chuck did it for the story.
Bro, like, Chuck might have threw the lob that got him dunked on. But he could have made it a business decision, and you chose not to.
No, but
you chose to go for the block and got boomed on, G.
You know Chuck probably got in his ear like, yo,
now
dap
you
him
on
up.
Poster.
Dap him up after the interview. Zach loves handshakes after interviews.
AD's going to play 40 games.
Over.
AD's going to play 50 games.
That's when it starts getting a little bit. I'd say over again. Like,
AD's gonna
like 55.
AD's going to play 55 games.
Slightly over, yes. He's not hitting 60 though. I don't think he's hitting 60 though.
This year, 15.
15? Bleak outlook. Total, how many will we see AD play?
I mean, I'm hoping at least we see him play at 60 at least.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm hoping, but I'm
bleak though.
Realistically, I'm going to go with like 40.
How many is AD playing? Give me a number.
How many has he played?
No, is he going to play?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's the tough question.
I mean, my heart tells me with this, it tells me AD's going to play 68 games.
Fuck yeah. That's what I want to hear.
My brain says maybe, I don't know.
45.
Well, yeah, that was the number I was thinking.
How many games do you think Anthony Davis plays?
This year that he's gonna play this year, he usually plays half the season because of course he was a Pelican when he came into the league, so he stayed hurt every year he gets hurt. You can bank on that.
That's Outta Pocket. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. You can listen to this on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment on it. Tell us if I'm really the mustiest person of the week.
Oh,
please,
for sure.
please don't.
Fuck you mean.
I'm Zach Schwartz.
I'm LaJethro Jenkins.
I'm Josiah Johnson. But before we end the show, gentlemen, I just want to shake both your hands.
Fuck you mean.
Oh, you nasty! Just pee-pee! I just pee-pee!
You nasty, dog!